What if I told you there's an AI that can spawn 100 AI agents to work on your tasks simultaneously, costs 98% less than ChatGPT, and just beat it on some of the hardest benchmarks in existence? Yeah, I know, that sounds like clickbait, right? But this is actually real. A week ago, Moonshot AI dropped Kimi K2.5, and the AI world is scrambling to catch up. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Kimi K2.5 can do, how it stacks up against ChatGPT, and whether you should actually consider switching. So let's dive in. So first, let's talk about who's behind this. Moonshot AI is a Chinese startup backed by Alibaba, currently valued at around $4.8 billion. They've been quietly building their Kimi series of models, and K2.5 is their most ambitious release yet. It is currently the most powerful open source AI model in the world. It's completely free to use at kimi.com, and it's available under a modified MIT license, meaning developers can actually download the weights and build on top of it. But what makes Kimi genuinely different isn't the specs, it's what it can actually do. And that brings us to the feature that's turning heads across the industry. It's called Agent Swarm, and it fundamentally changes how AI can work. Here's the concept. Instead of having one AI assistant working through your tasks step by step, Kimi can automatically create and orchestrate up to 100 specialized sub-agents working in parallel. Think about it like this. You ask ChatGPT to research a complex topic. It goes through sources one by one, thinks step by step, and eventually gives you an answer. That works, but it's slow. With Kimi's Agent Swarm, the main AI, called the orchestrator, analyzes your tasks and thinks, okay, I need an AI researcher, a fact checker, a data analyst, and a physics expert. It spawns all of them instantly, assigns each one a specific piece of the puzzle, and they all work simultaneously. The results? Moonshot claims up to 4.5% faster execution compared to single-agent approaches. In their testing, complex research tasks that would take hours finished in just a fraction of the time. And we're not just talking about simple queries here. The Agent Swarm can coordinate up to 1,500 tool calls across all those sub-agents. That's an insane level of parallel processing. Kimi's Agent Swarm is a general purpose system that works across research, analysis, content creation, and basically any complex task. This is genuinely novel. No other major AI lab has shipped anything quite like this at this scale for general use. Now, let's talk about coding, because Kimi is a monster here too. First, the benchmarks. On SWE Bench Verified, which tests whether an AI can fix real bugs from actual GitHub repositories, Kimi scores competitively with the best models out there. But what sets it apart is something called coding with vision. Imagine this, you have a design mockup. Maybe it's a Figma screenshot. Maybe it's just a photo of a whiteboard sketch. You feed it to Kimi and say, build this. It looks at the image, understands the layout, the components, the interactions, and generates working code. We're talking complete React components, interactive layouts, scroll-triggered animations, the whole package. What's even crazier is that it can reconstruct websites from video. You show it a screen recording of a website and it can reverse engineer the code. This next part might actually matter more for everyday users. Kimi can handle what Moonshot calls high density, large-scale office work end to end. We're talking creating full Word documents with annotations, building financial models with pivot tables in Excel, writing LaTeX equations in PDFs, generating slide decks with the help of NanoBanana, producing 10,000 word research papers, creating 100-page documents. On their internal office productivity benchmark, Kimi K2.5 showed a 59% improvement over K2 thinking. Alright, the question you're actually here for. How does Kimi K2.5 compare to ChatGPT 5.2? Let's break this down. Let me show you this chart because it tells the whole story. This is cost versus performance across three major benchmarks: SWE Verified for coding, Browser Comp for agentic web browsing, and HLE, Humanity's Last Exam, which is one of the hardest AI benchmarks in existence. The circles are GPT 5.2 with high reasoning. The stars are Kimi 2.5. Look at the pattern here. Across all three benchmarks, Kimi K2.5 delivers comparable or better performance than ChatGPT 5.2, while costing anywhere from 5 to 21 times less. That's not a marginal difference. For businesses running these models at scale, we're talking about the difference between spending $10,000 and spending $500 for the same results or better. Here's my honest take. Kimi is a serious contender. The agent swarm feature alone makes it worth trying. Being able to spin up 100 parallel agents for complex research and coding tasks is something no other model offers at this scale right now. Add in the cost savings, the coding with vision capabilities, and writing that actually sounds human, and you've got a model that deserves a spot in your AI toolkit. If you're a developer, a startup founder, or just someone who wants to experiment with cutting-edge AI without paying $200 a month, Kimi deserves your attention. Now, here's the thing. Watching videos like this is great for staying informed, but if you're a business leader trying to figure out how to actually implement AI like Kimi, Claude, or GPT into your operations, that is a completely different challenge. Which model should you use for which workflow? How do you build an AI strategy that doesn't become obsolete in 6 months? How do you integrate multi-agent systems into your existing tech stack without breaking everything? These are the questions I help companies answer every single day. If you're serious about AI transformation, whether that's automating workflows, building AI-powered products, or just figuring out where to start, I offer AI strategy and digital transformation consulting for businesses of all sizes. If that sounds like something your business needs, reach out. My email is in the description below. Let's have a conversation about how AI can transform your business in 2026. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more AI deep dives. Drop a comment below. Are you going to try Kimi, or are you going to stick with ChatGPT? Until next time.